Arsenal could sign their own Roberto Firmino after Gary Neville's observation. Arsenal might just be able to sign their own version of Roberto Firmino this summer if they revived their interest in Tammy Abraham. Gary Neville previously remarked that the striker was just like the Liverpool star when he was at Chelsea. Arsenal's search for a striker this summer could lead them straight to AS Roma star Abraham after a fine season in Serie A. The Gunners tried to sign the Englishman last year when Thomas Tuchel looked to offload him at Chelsea. The Blues were set to make Romelu Lukaku their main man up front, which left Abraham on the peripherals. Having been largely ostracized by Tuchel anyway, it spelled the end for a player that had been with the Blues since the age of 7. Mikel Arteta was desperate to sign a striker in the summer last year and Abraham was one of several options, but there was no chance that Chelsea would strengthen a rival. Now scoring goals for fun in Italy, a return to the Premier League could be on the cards. The Gunners are set to reignite their bid to sign a forward with several names on their shortlist including Gabriel Jesus, Victor Osimhen, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Raul de Tomas and Jonathan David. But Abraham is firmly in Arteta's sights still. And Neville was blown away by the 24-year-old when he was at Chelsea and admitted that his playing style led him to believe that he had the hallmarks to be the club's very own Firmino. With Arsenal in pursuit, they now might be the benefactors of his skill set. He's not going to 25 goals, but the pressure will come on him when people say Chelsea need a goalscorer, Neville said of Abraham last season after scoring a brace against West Ham. I know they've got Werner who will score from wide areas, but when the centre forward isn't scoring 15 goals, 20 goals a season, he'll come under pressure. He's got to get those goals early in the season. I think there's a massive relief there on his face when doing that interview. I mean, he could be the Firmino. You see Firmino at Liverpool, who does sometimes get questioned a little bit for not getting enough goals. But I don't think from anyone who knows football questions him and what he brings, then the other two get more plaudits and score goals. Arsenal have shortlisted Abraham with a host of other strikers as Arteta wants to bring in two, with his current options looking unlikely to remain for very much longer. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang had his contract ripped up in January that allowed him to sign for Barcelona on a free transfer. And those who have remained, Alexander Lacazette and Edin Nketiah, will be out of contract at the end of the season. That is despite a late flurry of form from the latter, who scored twice against Chelsea in a 4-2 win over their London rivals.